6 men were locked inside metal cages, with only their heads exposed. On each of their foreheads, a slice of smoked meat was strapped down. Just as they were wondering what kind of challenge this could be, a Komodo dragon was released into the arena. Startled, 2 of the men immediately quit the game. The giant lizard roamed between the cages, looking for the most tempting target. Then, in a sudden burst, it lunged at one of the men and bit down on his face. Everyone was horrified. The man's friend in the next cage began crying uncontrollably. Nick, seeing this, shouted that their fear is what made the creature target them. Then the lizard charged again. The man chose to quit. That left only Nick and Neil. Nick bared his teeth, trying to act fearless. To his surprise, the Komodo dragon came straight for him, even licking his face. At that moment, Nick's bravado crumbled. Now only Neil remained. If nothing went wrong, he would win the competition's grand prize. But the others outside the cage urged him to quit. It wasn't worth his life. Despite the risk, Neil was determined. Tempted by the prize, he began taunting the Komodo dragon, and when its tongue flicked out, he bit it. The creature went into a frenzy, but Neil held firm, and ultimately won the competition. Even after it ended, Neil couldn't shake off the experience. Later, Jack, the host of the brothers game, approached Neil and apologized, admitting he tricked him into coming. Surprisingly, Neil didn't get angry. Instead, he offered to make them all smoothies. What they didn't know was that Neil added his own special ingredient to the drinks. But no one noticed, and they downed the smoothies without question. Soon, they all passed out. That night, Nick woke up thirsty. As he stumbled around looking for water, the next morning, Nick realized he had been tied to a tree. Years ago, during one of the brothers' games, Nick had shot a gun that injured Neil's leg. Neil had never forgiven him. Now, he was getting revenge. He smashed Nick's car and drove it straight toward the tree. In panic, Nick finally confessed the truth. Back then, he hadn't fired the gun Neil's wife had.